Oh my God. Is it truly over? The SEC sued Binance. Now they're suing Coinbase. But hold on just a minute. Hold on just a minute. In this video, I'm going to break down what is happening within the physical world, but what probably is happening behind the scenes. Write this down. First, they resist it. They tell you it's the worst thing ever. Then they sue it. Then they regulate it. Then they join it. We have to step back and put ourselves in the helicopter and go into a 30,000-foot overview and actually see what's happening. My name is Coach JV. What I do is I make the complex simple. I spent 10 years in banking, went to CBA Executive Banking School. I understand banks at a very, very deep level. Also own multiple companies. We have our 3T Warrior Academy, our 7-figure ecosystem, where we created over 32 companies through our ecosystem. If you want to be part of our network, remember your net worth is your network is your net worth. The Warrior Academy has our 5 pillars of wealth, fitness, mindset, and my revolutionary 120-day challenge where I've helped over 6,000 warriors get their shit together in the craziest economic times. Click the description down below and join for 7 days for free in 2023. We also have a private coaching option where I take 10 people for 4 months. We rotate through that every single year. All right, so let's dive right into it. So what's happening right now? So first of all, I want you to take a deep breath. We are now heading into suing, regulation, institutional adoption. The FUD is going to get absolutely out of control. I told you guys Q3, Q4, the capital markets are going to start to come pulling down. Capital markets are cryptocurrency, stock market. That's why I don't believe in the 401k. I think it's one of the worst investment strategies in the world. You're hoping that you'll retire. Well, if you do your research, most people don't retire with enough money to even live their life by doing the 401k or traditional finance. The banks are designed to keep you broke. Okay. The wealthy are not operating like the middle class or the working poor. The top 1%'s income has grown since 1970s by 138%, and the bottom quartile has only grown by 15%. Your productivity has gone through the roof. So this is the type of stuff. The SEC is here to protect us, correct? That's their role, or that's what they say they're here to do. But they're destroying everything that we're fighting for. The most well-run crypto company, Ripple, the most well-run blockchain company in the world, was the person they went after. They're going after Binance. They're going after Coinbase. They're going after all these well-run companies. When you have cryptocurrency influencers pumping and dumping and pumping, do your job, SEC. Go after the bad actors. So we know they're not going to do that. We know this is politically driven, financial driven, and power driven. This is nothing new under the sun. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, take a deep dive. I'm not here to provide you fluff or get you to think that you're going to get rich in crypto. There is no get rich quick. There's getting wealthy for sure by understanding what all this stuff means. So the SEC sues Binance and CEO Changpeng Zhao for U.S. securities violation. The SEC sued crypto exchange Binance and its billionaire founder, alleging that they worked to attract U.S. customers to unregulated international exchanges, commingling investor funds and their own, and violated securities laws. The 13 charges comes after CFTC unveiled a similar complaint against Binance Zhao earlier that year. He dismissed the allegations on Twitter. Then it gets crazy, right? So think about this. So we go into this part. So SEC files motion for restraining. We're going to go through this narrative, right? SEC files a motion for restraining order to freeze Binance's asset. You're seeing an unfavorable response in the market. Obviously, people don't go deeper than just the surface. People aren't calm enough to understand what is happening here. You are a warrior. You are a champion. You're already healthy. You're already wealthy. Remember what Warren Buffett says? We need to buy when there's blood in the streets. These types of things are exciting, not in a good way for cryptocurrency. But what I'm saying is if you understand and you're not emotionally attached to these markets, you should not be emotionally attached to crypto. You should not be emotionally attached to the stock market. You should not be emotionally attached to money. You should understand the mechanisms and flow. When there's blood in the streets, you buy. When everybody's celebrating and coming in next year, when we start to get a little bit of clarity, you should be selling. Do the opposite of the 99%. Okay. So first Binance throw that out against Binance. SEC files to a motion to restrain, or excuse me, to a motion to freeze Binance assets. That freaks out the market. Absolutely. And then on the next day, SEC sues Coinbase over exchange and staking programs. Stock drops 16%. Guys, you remember they went after Kraken just recently? Kraken backed off. They've gone after Coinbase. Remember, family, Coinbase is connected to the number one asset manager in the world, BlackRock. Larry Fink and BlackRock were tapped to balance out the markets by the Federal Reserve. So you don't think there's a connection between the CFTC, the SEC, Jay Clayton sitting on the bail-in committee, Elizabeth Warren saying that crypto is connected to fentanyl, trying to freak you guys out? Do you see what's happening all at the same time? Elizabeth Warren tells you that crypto is connected to fentanyl. This is what our families are watching, okay? Then SEC sues Coinbase. SEC sues Binance. SEC freezes, trying to freeze customers' assets or Binance's assets. It's panicking the market. It's creating fear. It's creating FUD, which pulls the markets back. They can buy at a very, very low price. And then they're getting prepared for 2024. We're heading into the suing and regulation phase. Once there's regulation, there will be institutional adoption. Here's where my warning comes in and why we are diversified and why we are not in a vertical strategy in our Warrior Academy. We do not go to school, get a job, get a 401k. We don't go to school, get a job, earn income, and get crypto. We use investments, speculative assets, as the ability to make good amount of money in a short amount of time, not get rich quick, very different. We take that money, we secure it in things like insurance, business, real estate, precious metals, and most of all, our number one thing we do in the academy is self-development. Because if all this goes to zero, who have you become in the process? So crypto prices drop as CFTC sues Binance over trading violations. This was back in March 27th, 2023. So they're obviously going after Binance, right? They're going after Binance. They're going after Coinbase. But let's speak about Coinbase specifically. Coinbase is connected to the banking cartel, guys. Aladdin is connected to BlackRock, one of the most sophisticated trading platforms in the world. BlackRock is the largest asset manager in the world. JP Morgan holds 1 trillion of BlackRock's assets. Elizabeth Warren has Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan, on speed dial as soon as the bank starts to collapse. Guys, it's all interconnected. They're setting the foundation for institutional adoption. So my warning to you, I didn't get to my warning, is the fact that you need to understand what you're invested in. You cannot be married to these. You need to pick a diverse portfolio. I have payment rails. I have supply chain. We have some gaming, a little bit of gaming. We have the interconnected like QNT. We have HBAR. We have, the infrastructure. We have Ethereum, all these different things. But don't get tribal about any of these, family. I love XRP because I'm an ex-banker and I understand the real world solve. But I'm not married to XRP. I'm not married to Bitcoin. I'm not married to Ethereum. I'm using them as investments, speculative investments. Once regulation comes in, institutional adoption, I'm going to secure. I'll have some crypto. I'll have some real estate. Have some life insurance. I'll have some precious metals, and I'll enjoy my life. If your emotions are like the stock market, you're always going to get wrecked. So at the same time, all this is happening in the US with Gary Gensler and the CFTC, UK lawmakers call for dedicated government role overseeing crypto. They're all getting their shit together around the world as America's completely, supposedly unraveling. Okay. Key House Republicans unveil crypto market structure draft bill. This was on June 2nd. So you're seeing it all happen at the same time. So pay attention to the narratives. Elizabeth Warren, fentanyl crypto. This is all over the news. Binance sues, or SEC sues Binance. SEC sues Coinbase. They're freezing. They hear these keywords and the public panics. It sucks liquidity out of the market. What they're afraid of, guys, is the banks have no money. The traditional banking system. That's why Elizabeth Warren is saying this. Okay, that's why they have the FOMC, the Futures Oversight Committee, because they're worried about non-bank financial institutions. I give you my own personal story. I have a startup company that started in July, and I went to non-bank financial institutions because a bank wouldn't lend to me when we run a ton of money through their accounts. They're not lending anymore, guys. So I went to a non-bank financial institution outside private equity, and we got lending to start our business. So I went outside their traditional banking system. That's why they're freaking out. That's why they're doing this. And once they get the regulation, they're like, hey guys, it's safe and secure. Come on into Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and we will custody your cryptocurrency. It'll be safe, secure. So Coinbase, this is from Coinbase right here. It says crypto has come a long way in America. It still has far to go. We are ready. Brian Armstrong said regarding the SEC complaint against us today, we're proud to represent the industry in court to finally get some clarity around crypto rules. Remember, the SEC reviewed our business and allowed us to become a publicly traded company in 2001. Think about that, family. Okay. Number two, there is no path to come and register. We tried repeatedly. We repeatedly tried. Number three, the SEC and CFTC had made conflicting statements and don't even agree on what a security is or what a commodity is. The number four, this is why the US Congress is introducing new legislations to fix the situation, and the rest of the world is moving to put clear rules in place to support this technology. Instead of publishing clear rule books, the SEC has taken regulation by enforcement approach that is harming America. So if we need to avail ourselves of the courts to get clarity, so be it. So basically what Brian Armstrong is saying, the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, is like, let's do this. We're going to take the gloves off. We're going to go to battle. And I don't know, guys, there might be a whole political thing happening. Look at America. Let's talk facts. Our America, the home of the free, the land of the brave, all we do is fight against each other now. Freedom was our thing, freedom of speech. And now what we do is we focus on all our differences. You realize that's by design. It's called civil war. We're heading into civil war, guys. Civil war starts when there's bad economic policies and they've destroyed the economic system. Okay. So they get us to fight about things that we didn't even focus on before. We're focused on our families. We're getting our shit together. Now on TikTok, we're going back and forth around transgender, all this stuff. I don't care if you wear a dress in the White House. Do your job. They're making us fight about this stuff. Now they're getting you to fear cryptocurrency, this new innovative technology that Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, said Bitcoin, meh, but he said blockchain technology, DLT, yes. Jamie Dimon, under congressional hearing, he said Bitcoin, DLT, blockchain is here to stay. Pay attention to the verbiage, family. Listen to the narrative. So what am I doing? I'm diversified, right? I'm dollar cost averaging Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin will be here for inception. Okay. That's just my belief system. I have my bags packed in XRP, XLM. This is not financial advice. HBAR, QNT. I have quite a few cryptocurrencies. I'm giving you key ones. Ethereum, right? All these different things are VeChain with supply chain management. These are things that are actually up and running and provide real world solves. I also focus on insurance. Okay. I'm now a licensed insurance agent. I'm going to be helping people inside of my academy through IUL and understanding how wealth is built. The wealthiest families in the world use insurance. Number one, there's security. Number two, some policies, you have a zero floor. So when the stock markets come collapsing down, if it's indexed, you have a guaranteed principal. And you also have a cap on how much you can earn. But insurance is not sexy. It's safe and secure. And you can borrow against your own policy if you choose to use it that way. That's my lender of last resort. It's called Infinity Banking. Okay. And you guys should all get this book right here. Let me grab this real quick. Get this book. Okay. Then we're getting into real estate. So I'm not a real estate expert, but I'm getting into it because I got a large tax bill my first year of earning a large amount of income. And, I mitigated it a little bit. I went from a very large tax bill down to a smaller tax bill. And the recommendations I'm getting from my tax professionals is that I need to get some real estate and some depreciating assets. So we're heading into that. We have real estate experts inside of our academy. Then we have cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a speculative asset that I use. I shared that with you guys. Self-development. I have coaches. I am a coach, right? Self-development is my number one thing. And precious metals. Often people are in gold. I focus on silver. I don't have a ton of silver. And then business. We're diversified in business across data, information, and attention, which is the new gas and oil. So we are coming up on equity in 9 companies. Within our academy, we built 32 companies, or the academy has built 32 companies, because your network is truly your net worth. So I hope this information reaches you well. Remember, let's write this down. First, they resist it. Then they sue it. Then they regulate it. Then the institutions join it. Then it becomes the new asset class. And those who held on like a tick in a dog may have the potential, if they do it correctly, to get a large amount of wealth, but you're never going to be wealthy until you learn how to secure it and you learn how to grow it. There's going to be a lot of people who get rich in a short amount of time, and they're going to lose it all. I hope that's not you. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys.